Yes, this. And then we go to sharing this screen and and so can you see the presentation in full screen?
No, miss, it is not in full screen.
And
yes, now.
Okay, good. So before the break, we're writing the sentences. Now let us check them, and we start with Abdullah. Abdullah Yunus, will you read sentence number 1, please?
Yeah, of course. So the sentence number 1 is where do they live? So it will be, do you know where they live?
Will you repeat, please?
Do you know where do they live?
Look, when we use the complex sentences, indirect sentences, in the second part we shouldn't use the auxiliary verb like here.
Yeah.
What time do the shops close? For example, do you know what time the shops?
The shops close.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be, do you know where do they live?
No, do, because do is used only in questions.
Yeah. Do you know where they live?
Do you know where they live? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the next sentence, let us listen to Yasmin, please. Line number 2.
Okay, so is there a bank nearby? Can you tell me, is there a bank nearby?
No. So you don't make any changes. So is there a bank near here is the general question, Yasmin. And if we have a look at the previous slide here, what kind of changes we should make in indirect question, like, is there a bus stop near here? First, if it is a general question, we should add if, and then we should replace so very funny. Okay, so we should just use there and is. If there is, the same as here. So Yasmin.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to add if. Can you tell me if?
Can you tell me if there is a bank nearby?
Exactly. Can you tell me if there is a bank near here? Okay. Well, good. The next is Busaina, please.
Yes, miss.
3.
3. Where can I buy some stamps? Do you now can I buy some stamps?
Look, so we should change the order of words. First, we should use I, and then we should use can and buy. It means, do you know where I can buy some stamps? So this is the order of words that we should use here. Okay, the next person, so Ayhan, please, number 4.
Yeah, Doctor. The question is, does the bus go to the castle? When we make it under indirect question, we can say, could you tell me if the bus go to the castle?
Good. Should we add es?
Yeah, here we have to do it. So we can say, could you tell me if the bus goes to the castle?
Exactly. Thank you. Could you tell me if this bus goes to the castle? Good.
Go to the castle. Yes.
So the next sentence is for Kazum.
Yes, miss. What time do the shops open? And it will be, do you know what time the shop open?
The shops open. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Because we don't use do in this case. Okay, good. So the next sentence is for Lina.
It's the sixth, is it number
Six.
6?
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Where are toilets? It would be, could you tell me where the toilets are?
Exactly. Good. Very good. So first we use the noun, the toilets, and then the verb are moves there. Okay. The next sentence is for Mazir. Is Mazir here?
It
Mhm.
says, is
Okay.
Susan at work today? So it would be, do you know if Susan is at work today?
Yeah, look, this is the general question, so we need to add something after do you know? Do you know?
Do you know if Susan is at work today?
Yes, exactly. Good. Very good. Thank you. Then Khalid.
Yes, miss. Did Milan win last night? It will be, do you know Milan win last night?
This is also general question.
Yes.
And we should add if.
If Milan win last night?
Mhm. And as far as we do not use did, we should show that it was in the past. Instead of win, we need to use the past simple of win. What is the past simple of win?
Miss one?
One, yes. Do you know if
Do
Milan
you know if won last night?
won last night? Good. And then the next sentence is for Hatap.
Yes. Where did we park the car? Can you remember where we parked the car?
Exactly where we parked the car. No did. Mhm. And we go back to Abdullah.
This for me, the last one.
For you? Okay, yes. I
Yeah,
come.
because of the leader.
Okay, so please, number 10.
We can say what is the time. We when make it a direct question, we can say, could you tell me what the time is?
Yes, you're right. Exactly what the time is. So be very careful with these structures. And so just some, the home assignment, one of the home assignments is connected with the indirect questions. Now I would like you to look at the following sentences here. When taking the history of the presenting complaint, HPC, you often ask about pain. You as a doctor, when you talk to a patient, you ask about pain. And here are the questions that the doctor should ask about the character or location of pain. So just this will help understanding, this will help the doctor in diagnosis. The task is complete the questions. In the left-hand column, there are beginnings of questions, A, B, C, D, beginnings. And in the right-hand column, there are endings for these questions. The task is to match the beginnings and endings. For example, so sentence A, where do you, if you look through the endings in the right-hand column, what is the second part of this question?
For A,
Where do you, tell me the phrase.
get the
pain.
pain.
Get the pain, exactly. Where do you get the pain? So please, just several minutes for you to complete this task, like let us say 3 minutes. Please
Okay, doctor.
write the sentences, just find the ending to each of the questions here. Start, please. Well, so let us read the sentences. Well, we start with Abdullah.
Yeah, paid sentence, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's does the pain it's called does the pain is so we can see spares anywhere else?
Yeah.
Spread
Does the pain
anywhere.
spread anywhere else? Right.
Yeah,
Okay, so the next
okay.
sentence is for Yasmin, please. Yasmin?
She just left. I think she have a technical issues.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Rather age student. Okay. Well, let it be Busaina.
Yes, miss. Steve,
C. Sentence C, please.
this this at work. I think you up at night.
Exactly, you're right. Mhm. Does it wake you up at night? So then Ayham?
Yeah, doctor. Can you tell me what makes it worse or better?
Can you tell me? If you say what makes it worse, yes, it's possible. Or can you tell me what the pain is like? Is also possible to use in this sentence. Okay. The next sentence is for Kazum. This is sentence E.
Can you describe the pain for me?
Exactly. Good. Lina, please. F.
How long have you had the pain?
Good. You're right. The next is for Mazir.
Is there anything which makes it worse or better?
Exactly. Then Khalid, please. Khalid.
Miss, when had the pain before?
Grammatically, it's wrong. When this is
When
about
Miss
the time. The time. If we speak about the time, so there are some students.
Miss, when did it start?
Yes. Okay. When did it start? Right. And Khatab, please. The next sentence.
Is there anything which brings it on?
And Abdullah.
Yeah, so is the pain
Constant. This is about the
Constant.
character of pain.
Yeah.
And the next one is for Yasmin.
Yasmin left, I think.
No, she's here.
Have you had the pain before?
Right, you're right. Good. So these are the examples of questions about the character and location of pain. And here is one more task, just listening task. So when the doctor is talking to the patient about the location of pain, and so before we start listening, I would like you to just remember what are the names of the parts of the body that the patients are touching. For example, picture A. What kind
The
of
throat.
throat? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
A, B, picture B.
Thigh. So,
This is what part of the body is she touching?
so
I think
thigh.
Side, the leg, maybe, right? So in picture
Yeah.
C, what kind?
Miss
Where?
Headache?
Head.
A.
Head.
Yes, head. And in D picture, the
Stomach.
Her abdomen.
right.
Stomach.
Picture E.
Liver. Of
Liver.
kidney.
Appendix.
So yes, the side of his stomach, right, of the abdomen. Okay. Picture F. What do we call this part?
Rest.
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 G.
Abdomen.
Also stomach.
And H.
Heart.
Miss
Heart.
Heart.
Heart, the chest. Good. Well, now let us listen to the conversations and match each picture with the conversation. And now.
Listening to. Exercise 2. 1.
What's brought you here?
My wrist is throbbing since I fell in the street.
So which picture is it?
F.
F, right.
2.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
I've got a really sore throat.
Now?
It's A.
A, miss.
Sore throat, right.
Yeah.
3.
What's brought you here?
I've been getting a kind of boring pain right here which goes through to my back.
So, now?
I think it's B. B.
D, picture D, pain that goes through to your back.
4.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
Well, it feels a bit tender just here on my right side.
E.
E.
Picture E on his right side.
5.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
I've got this gnawing kind of pain right about here in my stomach.
Now?
G.
G, miss.
Picture G, right.
6.
What can we do for you?
Well, I've got this sharp pain up and down my leg.
E.
E.
B.
This is B, up and down her leg.
7.
What can we do for you?
I feel as if there's a tight band squeezing all the way around my head.
C.
C.
Picture C.
E.
Picture C. Okay, the next is
8.
What's brought you here?
I've got this crushing pain right here in my chest.
This is
H.
picture H. Yes.
H.
So they are speaking, they are mentioning several parts of the body.
Listening to.
And I would like you to think of the questions. So what 3 questions are used by the doctor to ask about the presenting complaint about the PC? What are they?
Can I miss?
Yes.
So the first one is what's bothering you? What's bothering you?
And the other questions?
Yeah, about this.
What can I do for you today?
What can I do for you? Okay. Now let us listen just for several conversations one more time, just to write down the questions, please.
Listening to. Exercise 2. 1.
What's brought you here?
My wrist is throbbing since I fell in the street.
2.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
I've got a really sore throat.
3.
What's brought you here?
I've been getting a kind of boring pain right here which goes through to my back.
4.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
Well, it feels a bit tender just here on my right side.
5.
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
I've got this gnawing kind of pain right about here in my stomach.
6.
What can we do for you?
Well, I've got this sharp pain up and down my leg.
Okay, so the first question, what is it?
What's
So
bothering
what's
you?
the brought you? What's brought you here?
What's brought you here? S stands
Yeah.
for has. What has brought you here? The second?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what seems to bothering you here?
Can you tell me what seems to be bothering you?
Bothering you.
What seems to be bothering you? This is very polite way of asking question. And the last one,
What can we do for you?
what can we do for you? Yes, these are the good questions to just in the conversation with the patient. And now some more parts of the body are mentioned here in the just listening task that we are going to do now. We are going to listen to 5 people stating where they are having a problem. And the question, which part of the body are they referring to? You should write 5 parts of the body. So let us start.
Listening 2. Exercise 5. 1,
It's just here around my belly button.
2,
The pain is just here on my heel.
3,
My wrist hurts.
4,
It's just here below my ankle.
5,
It feels as if my tummy is on fire.
Well, in what were the 5 parts of the body?
With belly bottom,
Okay.
heel, wrist, ankle, and tummy.
Belly button, heel, wrist, ankle,
Yeah.
and tummy. Good. Well, let us move to the next slide. Here you can see the diagram that with the words. Actually, they are medical terms, technical terms that the doctors use to describe some parts of the body. And but in the conversation to common people, the doctors need to be just to help the patient understand what the disease is. And the doctors in the conversation with the patient should use non-technical terms, but common words related to parts of the body. Can you think of the common names of the parts of the body that are shown here on this diagram? For example, in the previous task, we heard the sentence about this part of the body. So doctors say umbilicus, and the common word for umbilicus is what?
Stomach?
Belly button.
Belly button, yeah. And for abdomen, this is?
Stomach.
Okay, or tummy or belly, right? And for corpus.
Rest.
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 Rest. And there was what else? There was the word for calcaneus.
Ankle.
Ankle.
This is for talus.
Heel.
Talus ankle.
And calcaneus is
Heel.
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 Yeah,
Yeah, heel.
right. Okay, please write the words for each, the common word for each of the medical terms here presented on this diagram, please. So do it in writing. So 2 minutes for you to do this stuff, please. Well, so let us start with the clavicle A. So what do we call it?
I think it's shoulder.
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 And if we speak about bones, what's the name of the bone?
Collarbone.
Collarbone. Mhm. So B, esophagus.
Miss Trachea.
A common word for esophagus.
Throat.
Throat is the upper part of this tube.
Chest.
This is the tube where food comes when we eat something, right? What is it, the common? This is gullet. Do you know gullet?
No.
Mhm. Okay, sternum. What is the common word for sternum?
The chest.
Chest.
What kind of bone is it? It's called
Pulmonary.
breastbone, right? Breastbone.
Breastbone.
Okay, so D, this is tummy, belly, abdomen. Umbilicus is belly
Navel.
button. EF, intestines. What is the common word for intestines?
Hmm.
Hmm? So this is bowels.
The lower I think it's the lower end, the lower end of our stomach.
The colon.
Okay, the lower parts of the digestive system. Okay. Mhm. Yes, it can be also called bowels or gut. Yes, for corpus, we know this is wrist.
Wrist.
What is patella?
Elbow.
Patella.
Knee.
The knee.
Knee.
The knee.
Yes, this is kneecap actually. Yeah. Then and what do people call this bone? Tibia. The common word for tibia.
A long bone for the leg.
This is shin bone. Shin bone. You know this shin bone. For calcaneus, this is heel, and for talus, this is talus.
Ankle.
Ankle. Right.
Ankle.
So we've revised some names for some medical and common names, and now let us focus on pronunciation. I would like you to write all these technical terms which are given on the diagram into four groups. The first group, you should write the words that consist of 2 syllables, like, for example, talus. And the first syllable should be stressed. The bigger circle stands for the stressed syllable. You should write 3 words there. Then in the second group, you should write the words that consist of 3 syllables, and the first syllable is stressed. In group 3, you should write also 2 words that consist of 3 syllables, but the second syllable is stressed. And in the fourth group, you should write 3 words that consist of 4 syllables, and the second syllable is stressed. Do you understand? Okay, just a couple of minutes to complete this task. Start, please. 2 minutes. Well, so who can read the words that you should be used here in the first group?
Can I?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so the first words will be sternium, talus, and carpus.
Exactly, you're right. Sternum, talus, and corpus. So 2-syllable words. So who will read the words from group 2?
Can I, miss?
Your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Kadam.
Okay, please.
The second one it's calvic or abdomen and tibia.
Yeah, clavicle, abdomen,
Clavicle and abdomen and tibia.
tibia, right. So words in group 3.
May I?
Yes, say the name. I just don't see you.
Can I say it? It's me.
Yes, please.
So for the third one, it's the intestines and the patella.
Patella and intestines. Patella, intestines. And group 4. So
For me, Miss,
yes,
I
please.
can. Is umbilicalis, calcaneus, and ossifragus.
Esophagus.
Esophagus.
Yeah, right. So here they are, and let us listen one more time how they sound, just pronunciation of these words.
Pronunciation. 1.
Sternum, talus, carpus.
2.
Clavicle, abdomen, tibia.
3.
Patella, intestines.
4.
Umbilicus, calcaneus, esophagus.
Okay, who can read all the words?
I can.
So please.
All 4 categories.
Yeah.
Okay. You have sternum, then talus, carpus, clavicle, abdomen, tibia, patella, intestines, then umbilicus, calcaneus, and esophagus.
Look, abdomen. The stress should be abdomen. Okay, well done. Thank you. Now, so it's time to take a break. See you in 10 minutes.
Okay.